Angeles.
All right, tonight's all about some fun. Let's start the season off right.
One of the most unique venues in sports. And here they come. Green flag.
Green.
The gloves are off, boys.
Bobber inside.
The checkered flag.
Oh, yeah, boys. Go ahead and start off the year now. Let's go.
And we welcome you to the Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum here on FS1. Originally scheduled for Sunday, but you're going to see it all tonight. An atmospheric river bringing weather over the next few days. So NASCAR, the fans, the drivers, and the television broadcast making the call to bring it to you with Michael Waltrip, Chris Myers counting you down to the start of this 150 green flag lap race on this quarter-mile track that is usually a football field for USC, the world-famous LA Coliseum. Michael, we had 36 drivers to start to work their way in. We have 23 that are locked in with Denny Hamlin on the pole.
Yeah, and Joey Logano will line up right beside Denny. It's going to be interesting to see that battle down in turn one. Chris, I am pumped up. This is the LA Coliseum, and we're going to race for that trophy in the Clash. We're going to have some charges from the back, too. Martin Truex Jr. all the way back in 19th. Watch for him. He won a year ago. Watch for him to make a big move.
They've played Super Bowls here, Olympic Games, World Series, and for 3 straight years, NASCAR has run the Clash here. There is the 22 of Joey Logano, a NASCAR champ. Now, you have to be, on the straights, you go about 75 miles per hour. It's a unique event before we go to the Daytona 500 coming up. And I want to know how aggressive you can be here as a driver.
It's so interesting. You talk to a driver, you say you got to be overly aggressive, but you got to be precise. You got to be technical. Is that not crazy? You got to do both. It's like a quarterback. Does he dump it off or does he go long?
And who is an aggressive driver, in your opinion, that's a perfect fit? Give me 1 or 2 for this track.
You know, I just love Tyler Reddick. He was fast in practice, and also Ty Gibbs. Those are 2 cars with 2311 I keep my eye on.
And Brad Keselowski a chance, a dramatic race his way in so that he could be in his first LA Clash. Let's head up to the booth. Mike Joy, Clint Boyer, and Kevin Harvick to call it for you.
Thank you, Chris, and hi, everybody. An unprecedented day in NASCAR. They've moved this race up a day because of the pending rain. So, Kevin, are we going to see sparring or a slugfest tonight?
I think you're going to see both. I think when you look at this particular race and this particular car, it gives you the opportunity to be really aggressive. We see scrapes all over the right side of these cars already. We see some people bumping and banging already in practice, and we've got good cars in the back, and I think you're going to have to be aggressive to get to the front.
Well, the racetrack itself, tight racing course, there's just no room, Mike. You have to go. And the time is now, right? The leaders are coming. You've got to move this guy out of the way. I love the fact you see somebody holding a line up. Boy, you know it's coming.
A lot of block and tackle is what we're going to see tonight in the Coliseum, not just in the fall on the football field, but here on this roughly 0.2 of a mile racetrack. Let's have a look at the Busch Light starting grid for tonight's race. Denny Hamlin won the pole in a Toyota. Joey Logano alongside in a Ford. Rookie of the Year Ty Gibbs in a Toyota. Alex Bowman is the fastest Chevrolet.
Kyle Busch right there in the 3rd row, very strong, as is William Byron on that outside. Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, awesome lap out of him for qualifying. Look for that 1 car to be fast.
Yeah, row 5, we've got Bubba Wallace and last year's pole sitter Justin Haley. Row 6 is Tyler Reddick and Ryan Preece.
Ryan Preece, I love where he's at. Like that row 6, these guys, when that shoes comes into effect, that boy will cowboy up. He'll go for it.
Brad Keselowski found something, timed his way in. Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, Todd Gilliland, Noah Gragson, Corey LaJoie, Martin Truex, last year's winner, deep in the field.
That's the one that I think has the most to gain here. I think he's a long-run car. Couldn't get a good qualifying lap right there, but I think it'll show when the time's right. He will be headed to the front.
Last couple starters here, John Hunter Nemechek, Chase Briscoe, and our champ Ryan Blaney. Big names that didn't make this show.
This is the heartbreaker, the one that didn't. Christopher Bell not making this show. Car was so strong, did not see that coming, as did Austin Dillon. 2nd and a 3rd. 3rd and a 2nd. The 2 times we've been here, he's been in top 5s, not even part of the show.
A lot of scrapes on these cars already, mostly on the right side from the outside wall, couple from the inside as well. Tight confines here in the Coliseum. Let's go trackside.
LA Memorial Coliseum.
This is the moment you have all been waiting for. Are you ready to get the Busch Light Clash started? Here to give the command to fire the engines along with carrying the tradition of lighting the torch, please welcome the Director of Sports for Anheuser-Busch, Cody Babb.
Drivers, start your engines!
Ready to race in downtown Los Angeles. The Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum. 23 drivers at the ready. Who will hoist the trophy up in the peristyle when it's over?